Good morning, everyone. Well, good evening to some of you in the world. This is Vance Williams out of the United States here in the Seattle area. It's Tuesday, May 27th. Boy, look at time just ticking along. I want to welcome you to my live Forex trading show. In addition to my analysis, I'll be discussing why traders experience uncertainty, things like overtrading. It's actually a really simple reason for this, and I'll talk about that very briefly. It won't take that long. Before we begin, I did open up my program yesterday to 10 new traders, and we have 4 spots left. And if you're interested in learning about that, you can sign up right here on forexartofwar.com, just where you see my picture here, free consultation. That's really an offer for a free download of my book, Seize the High Ground, which is the second and the third series. The third, by the way, is not available. It's only in my training program, but this is all about the logic. But if you just register there, leave me good information, to contact you, because there won't be a lot of time. I'll not only tell you about the program, but I'll tell you, even if you don't sign up on my program, I'll tell you what you need to do to succeed. It's just something I like to do, stay in touch with people. So, by the way, registering is no obligation to sign up in the training program. It's just, you just need to meet with me. I just don't allow people to sign up without talking to me first anymore. So you sign up right there, and just, again, make sure you leave me as much information as possible in terms of, contact information. And then when I do contact you, check junk mail and get back to me right away, because these spots will be gone in the next couple of days. Okay. And then, maybe in 4 or 5 weeks we'll open up to a handful more. Okay, so getting back to the charts, I wanted today to just talk a little bit about probability versus possibility. One of the most common things I hear is, I don't know if I'm over trading. Some days I feel very confident about what I'm doing. Other days it's like I've never even read a chart before. This is real common. I can remember actually going through that myself for probably the first couple of years. I did have a trading plan and stuck with it after the first 6 months, but I still remember feeling that, wow, some days I was just on, and some days I was like, wow, man, I just don't get what's going on. Now, when you feel that way, or when you're experiencing that, here's what you want to be thinking about. What you want to be thinking about is that your mindset has shifted to from probability to possibility. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that when you look at these charts, if price was trending strongly up and plenty of range of movement to get in and out of a trade, you're going to be going, oh, that's what Vance is talking about, and you're going to be taking a trade. You're going to be feeling good about yourself, and then in times like these, you might come to the charts in the morning and go, oh gosh, is there a trade there? Oh man, I can't really tell. Now the solution is, ultimately, the simple solution is you have to know exactly what you're looking for. I mean, that's ultimately the solution, and so most traders never arrive at that point. But knowing what you're looking for involves a few things. First of all, you have to know everything that affects your probability of winning. And while there's a lot of sub-elements involved, the main thing is that you can see a real buyer or seller advantage in the marketplace, and also that advantage is strong enough that you can actually get in and out of the trade with good risk management. That is to say, a good risk to reward ratio that actually makes sense. And so if there's not a clear buyer or seller advantage, a high probability advantage, and not a big enough range to get in and out with good risk management, but you're still looking for a trade, you're actually in the realm of possibility versus probability. And the difference is just like we talked about at the very beginning. You're going to feel uncertainty. You're not sure. Is there a trade? Is there not a trade? Okay, I think that's a trade. Let's go ahead and get in. Oop, I lost. Oops, I did that. The second, the third day in a row, and there might not be any high probability advantage. And so you want to know what all the elements are that affect your probability of winning. If you register to speak with me, I'll tell you, or you can search my videos on YouTube. I give away everything that I know. And the reason why I do that is because the secret is not knowledge. It's actually training yourself to see these things and do these things correctly. So I give away everything I know. I don't hold anything back. I'm not offering you the secrets of Forex trading. I'm like a baseball coach who watches you hit at the plate. You know, you read 1,000 books on baseball from the best traders ever written. You attended all their seminars. You've heard everything there is to know about hitting a baseball. The problem is you still can't hit one. Right? And you can't do it consistently anyway. And the reason is because there's a difference between knowing and doing, or having knowledge and doing. And so that's why I give away everything that I know, because that's not the secret to success. The secret to success is knowing the right things and then training yourself to do them. And so, just kind of go back to that idea, if there's not a high probability buyer or seller advantage right now, there's no trade. There's no trade. And so if you're not really clear about what you're looking for, you're going to fall into this for months or years. And so that's really what I wanted to touch on with you guys this morning, just to give you some guideline, just to to be thinking about. Do I know what affects my probability of winning? Is that true, or is it just some idea Vance has? I want to leave you with this on that subject. If you don't know what you're doing, if you're not sure you know what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing. Okay? Everything about Forex trading should make sense to you. You shouldn't be having faith in some symbol, some indicator, everything about it. Write that down. Everything about this should make sense. Every reason you're making a decision should make sense. This is no different from anything else in life. Okay, as far as market conditions this morning, we had core durable goods come out about 8 minutes ago. So that was out of the United States. 9:30 this morning. In about an hour, we've got President Draghi speaking. Because of what the banks are doing right now, we could see some movement there, although I see their prices already pushing down in the direction that they want it to go. So I'm not expecting any movement or much movement out of that information this morning. At 10 a.m., we've got CB Consumer Confidence. That's out of the United States. And probably not expecting a lot of movement from that as well. This is information that the market tends to have a good feel for. And later we've got something for the Kiwi at 9 p.m. Eastern. So keep that in mind. I don't really see anything that's going to make a big difference in the market this morning. Now, we can pick up where we left off in our thought about probability versus possibility, looking at this Euro chart. So right now, one of the things, which it takes a little time to explain, but I'll just touch on it really briefly. You have to base your decisions on something, okay? Because there's just unlimited possibility. It's just you and your computer, and unlimited possibility. So you almost have to find a space within Forex. You need to say, hey, here's going to be my starting point for making my decisions, and the information that you use. Now listen to this carefully. The information that you use to make your decisions must be things that make sense, and it must be something that leads to a high probability conclusion. Now, I use these moving averages for new traders. I don't need them, but they're really helpful for new traders. Now, a lot of traders that teach will say the moving averages are lagging and not reliable. That's true, but it's also true that if these moving averages are crossed up, for example, and price is advancing up, then they're 100% reliable. Okay, so somebody makes a general statement that these moving averages are totally unreliable. That's true, but that depends on how you use them. So I leave them on there because the 21 and 55 EMAs on the 30-minute chart intraday are showing us basically the balance of money and how it's moving. Just trust me, I've been doing this 10 years. It works really, really well. So what we're seeing right now, if you look at these moving averages cross, we're looking at, they're thinking about it right now. So we're right at that point where the money that moves over a course of 1 to 3 days is trying to make up its mind which way it wants to go, and it's been pushing down. So we would need a confirmed cross of this moving down, and then secondly, because we're going to have buy orders sitting in this area, you would need room to get in and out of the trade. If this confirms a cross, say like in the next candle, you would need room to get in and out of this trade before it reaches this level. Or if you're aggressive, you need to make sure you get a better price. But definitely you want to be in and out of this trade before it hits this level. Now let's look real quickly at the range here. It's not very big. So I can tell you right now there's not going to be, or it's unlikely there's going to be a really solid high probability advantage to the downside before it breaks below this level. And so that's going to become our key level. Our key level often defines where does the high probability advantage in this case occur for the sellers. And on the top side, we're actually quite a ways from developing anything up here, so we just won't even touch that. So that's it. We're coming off a major holiday for the United States. Everybody's kind of just getting back in the cockpit. Price is just not moving in a direction for the euro that would set us up a great trade. Okay, for the pound, first thing you see is, let's zoom in here a little bit so you can see, but first thing you see is price has been moving down. I think it's about 70 pips this morning, 76. So it's been moving down. It's just bumping into this level right now. This is probably the key level to the bottom side. The moving average is turned over very late, like maybe on this candle right here. And possibly there was a chance to get in right here. We'd have to drop to the 5-minute. So there was potentially, yeah, close on this one. So there's potentially a high probability trade right here. The sellers definitely had the turnover. They had the high probability advantage. And if we drop down to a 5-minute, we can kind of take a look and see what that looks like. And I actually went through here earlier and I was drawing the fibs. And the new wave that I like starts right here, goes from here to there. And typically I would want to get in and out of that before it reaches the bottom. It actually hit the bottom. But if you were a little bit aggressive, you could have actually waited. This is when the cross would have been confirmed right here, and you could have got in right here and rode this right there. But this is now the level. It's already made a move, a pullback, and a second push. So now we'd actually be waiting for price to stretch out. So the sellers have an advantage right now. Now they need a high probability advantage pushing down below here, followed by a range big enough to get in and out with good risk management. So that's what we'd be looking for right now in the pound. Very quickly, Australian dollar in the middle, not much of anything there. You could actually put, you probably put a key level right in this area, right here. Boom, right there. Buyers push above that. If you got yourself an advantage, I don't like anything below here. This is too much buying. Too much demand, too much buying in this area. Okay, so but if you get above there, that's something to think about. Let's go to Kiwi. Also, Kiwi kind of same thing. Totally undecided right here. A bunch of mess in here. We're not even going to think about the Kiwi. All right, so pretty much just the pound right now we're watching. There's some pressure to the downside, so this is looking like it could be the trade. So this is the one to watch for this morning. Let's put a little. Put a price on there, right there. Okay, 68.12. So that's the area you're watching. You're looking for a wave strong enough to get in and out with good risk management. All right, so I want to go back to my page real quick. Again, like I said, there are 4 more spots left in the Ultimate Training Program. It's affordable. There's no risk. You're gonna love it, or it costs you nothing. It's the best trading program in the world, bar none. It might be one of the only trading programs in the world where you're actually being watched versus you watching them. But yeah, just sign up here. You'll get my free book. We'll get together and talk briefly if you're interested. And again, signing up for this is no obligation to sign up for the training program. So do that right away and make sure I have a way to contact you. For our members watching, we'll see you guys in about 45 minutes in our live trading room. And we'll follow the market together as New York gets up. All right, you guys have a great day, and thank you.